Hi guys, today I'm filming my weekly makeup bag video. There's kind of a lot of products this week, but that's because I think there's just a lot I want to use, and there's a lot of stuff I want to use up before the end of the month. So I'll go ahead and start with primers like I always do. First thing is my Laura Geller Spackle. I still think that this could be breaking me out, but my breakouts this week are not as bad as they were last week. So I think that this could still be causing it, but it's just not as bad this week. And I've already made, I feel like, kind of a significant amount of progress this week just from using it this last week, so that I think if I keep using it, it'll go pretty quickly, and I'm just gonna suck it up and finish it. I also have this Baby Benefit Professional in here. I'm really not a big fan of the Professional, but I have a huge sample bag just full of little things like this, and I really need to start using them and kind of working on getting them out of my collection. But I also have this in here because I want to try it with the Garnier BB cream. This one is the one for oily skin, but I heard if you mix these two together, it's very similar to the Tarte BB primer. So I want to try that like once or twice this week. Just kind of experiment and try it out. But this is my kind of other primer for the week. For foundation, I have my Maybelline Fit Me. I still really love this foundation, so I'm still just going to keep using it this week. And I'm also still working on my Cosmetic CC cream. That's what I have on today. But I just feel like if I use it once or twice a week, I'm making some progress with it without making myself sick of it. So I'm just going to keep it in here, and probably it's going to be in here for a while. For concealers, I still have my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, still working on this, and then my NYX HD. This just helps lighten up this, so they've just been working really well together, and it's just been my favorite kind of concealer duo lately. For powders, I have my Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination. I'm using this really lightly as a setting powder, but I'm also using it as a foundation. I've just had to work a ton the last couple of weeks, and I'm just so exhausted. And this has just been nice because it's very quick. I can put on a BB cream or even the Spackle primer and put this on top really quick, and it's very quick and easy. So I've been actually using that a lot this last week, and I feel like I'm going to continue to use it this week. Otherwise, I do have my NYX Radiant Finishing Powder for setting my under eyes, and my Maybelline Fit Me powder. This I actually like a lot on top of the Cosmetic CC cream. I feel like it kind of helps lighten it up a little bit. So these are my other two setting powders that I'll use. Next is highlighters. This was kind of difficult because I really didn't know what I was going to use, but still just going to keep using these two. My Fusion Soft Lights in Chic Copper from Smashbox and my Benefit What's Up. I don't really have a preference anymore. I kind of just alternate. I feel like out of these two though, the Benefit What's Up is definitely going to be a lot easier to finish than the Smashbox one. But I don't know, I've been switching back and forth. I haven't really decided which one I'm going to try to use up, because usually I like to pick, for example, out of my Project Pan shadows, I like to pick one that's kind of my focus shadow and work on that a lot. And like with lipsticks, I know I definitely have one that I've picked out that I've really been working on. So I was trying to do the same thing with highlighters, but I've just been using them both, so whatever. I do have my Too Faced bronzer in here. I probably won't really use this. I might use it once or twice because that's kind of what I've been doing, is just using it like once or twice a week. And I just figure I kind of can make some progress with it that way. For blushes, it is exactly the same as last week. I'm still kind of playing with this Macwell dress that is almost completely gone. I've really missed this. I need to purchase another one, but I've kind of been waiting for a Back to MAC trip, which is coming soon, because I do have a lot of MAC products almost done. So, and then I'm still working on Breath of Plum for Project Pan, obviously. And then the last one is my Tarte blush in Celebrated. Oh, this is really, really good. So, but that's just kind of the same. I didn't want to mess with it too much. So, for eyeshadow bases, my Lorac Behind the Scenes I'm still obviously working on. I do have my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk in here too, because I want to use it with Ecstasy this week or Flash from my 7 Days of Shadow sampler thing. I want to use this as the base just to see if I can get it a little brighter and a little bit more bold. because both of those shadows seem just a little sheer to me. So I feel like if maybe I put something nice and creamy down, something white, it's going to really help it kind of build up and get a little more color from it. For eyeliners, I have a ridiculous amount this week. I don't know, I have a lot. This first one is Lord & Berry. I've never heard of this brand, but I got it in my Birchbox for December. And it's just a black glitter liner. I kind of want to use this up. It's just a very small little sample size again. This is one of those things that was in like that sample bag that I just need to use up. So I have it in here. Otherwise, the rest of them are Urban Decay. I have Empire, which is actually what I have on today with Gravity on top of it. This has been helping me finish like Gravity eyeshadow and also Plum Noir. It's kind of something I can put down and then use those two eyeshadows to set it with. So it's been in there to kind of help with those. Sabbath, this is in Project Pan, so it's kind of obvious. Same thing with Black Velvet. I feel like I'm probably going to pick this or the Lord & Berry one and use that as like my black eyeliner for the week. But I have this in here just in case I'd prefer to use that instead. Smoke, which I also have on my lower lash line today. This one I have never had in here before. It's LSD. This is like a really dark navy blue with like kind of, you know, like blue glitter in it. It's really, really pretty, but I haven't worn it a lot and I kind of miss it, so I put it in here to use it. And then Vice also helps me with those purple eyeshadows. So mascaras, it's pretty much the same. CK1 from last week, still working on finishing this up. And then also my Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Smoky Eyes Mascara in Blue Blaze. Just using this with Sabbath and also the blue eyeshadow from the Lorac Pro 2, kind of been pairing that together and coming up with like a navy blue look. But it's very subtly navy blue, so I might actually start wearing that a little bit more just because it's not super noticeable. For brows, it's still the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's still holding on a little bit more, but I feel like you can definitely tell it's starting to lighten up and there's starting to be a lot less product. But this is making really good progress and I think this will be done soon. So if I finish that this week, I still have my Sigma Brow card that I need to finish as well. I think there's only a couple uses out of that as well. And I will be happy with that because my Rimmel brow pencil that's from Project Pan, as much as I would like to be using that this whole time, it's just too red. So I kind of have to wait till I change my hair color or do something different that it's going to match a little bit better because it's too red and it just doesn't work right now. So I've kind of had to set that aside and use some other brow products up. Oh, there's one more cheek thing I wanted to talk about. I'm going to try to use this. This is also from my Birchbox from December. It's the Balm Staniac. It's like a lip and cheek tint. And on my lips it really doesn't do a whole lot, but on my cheeks I noticed it kind of does show up a little bit. So I thought about trying this once or twice. I'm not like usually a big fan of kind of staining. I'm not like a big fan of like liquid and cream blushes, I should say. Like I have really oily skin and I always feel like those kind of take my foundation off just a little bit too. But I am going to try it. If I don't like it, I will give it away to my cousin or somebody that will use it. But I'm going to try it out before I get rid of it. So I guess that means eyeshadows next. My 7 Days of Shadow. Out of this one, I really want to use this week specifically Flash, which is like the purple one. And you can kind of see that I've already used some of it. That's what's kind of nice about these cards is you can tell how much product is left. But at the same time, when you do hit like pan on this sort of, when you do hit the bottom, once you finish the whole thing, it doesn't look like you finished the whole thing. Does that kind of make sense? It doesn't have that distinguished line anymore. So, and then Blackout I've kind of been using a little bit. The other shadow though I want to use is Desperation, this gray. I haven't figured out yet. I think this is a shimmer. I don't know. I haven't played with this enough to know if it's a matte or a shimmer, but I do want to use that more this week. And Foxy's done, but I think I can try to get like one more use out of that. So those are kind of the shadows out of that I want to specifically use. Still working on this a little bit though. And then obviously for shadows this week, Ecstasy and Flash, like I want to use those both once or twice this week. They're very, very similar, so it's going to be kind of hard, but I think I'm going to start with Flash, and I feel like I'm going to finish it very quickly, so I have Ecstasy kind of as like a backup thing in case I do finish Flash. And then I also have Plum Noir and Gravity. These have both been setting eyeliners with, but I want to wear them like on my lid as an actual like shadow instead of just setting my eyeliner with them. So I want to actually use them this week. I have a nice new palette I want to show you guys, but I'm not even going to pick it up because when I got it, it was broke, and if I pick it up, it's going to just be bad. But I have the box, and it is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette. I think in like the second row, there's like a bronzy shade, and mine broke. So actually the inside of the box isn't too dirty, but the palette itself is covered in bronze eyeshadow, and I have to try to fix it. But once I fix it, I really do want to play with this palette this week a little bit, because I've been like, I've had it for like almost a week and I haven't even used it. So I want to play with it and start using it. Otherwise for palettes, it's staying the same as last week. My Urban Decay Naked palette. This is going a little slower, just because I'm getting a little wore out, but I think, and I kind of need your guys' advice with this, I've been trying to kind of pick one shadow out of here as like a focus shadow and trying to just finish that one and then kind of move on to another one. So I don't know if that's the best way to go about it, or if it's just not really pick a certain shadow and just use the palette. But I've been really focusing on Naked because that's obviously the next one that I feel like is really close to just being done. I have been using Sin a lot as well, but I just feel like maybe it would be better to pick one eyeshadow to really, really work on, try to use it every day, finish it, and then maybe kind of go on to another one. But I also have my Anastasia Catwalk palette in here. Mostly been using this like pink shadow as kind of a transition color. I've just been trying to make a little bit of progress with this because I don't expect to finish this by the end of the year, but I do want to get a good start on it for Pan That palette for 2016. This is going to be, I think, my palette for that, so I want to get like a good start. And then my Lorac Pro 2. My Lorac Pro 2 had a really bad week this last week because I had to go to work. I had to get up at 5 o'clock to go to work, and my son woke up in the middle of the night, and my boyfriend was downstairs taking a shower, and he came in and got into my Lorac Pro 2 palette. So I woke up at midnight to him covered in the blue, the navy blue from here, all over his face, and he'd actually taken my Sabbath eyeliner and wrote on his face too. So as you can imagine, the navy blue eyeshadow like set the eyeliner, and it like stained his face for like a couple hours. Like I had to get as much off as I could, and then when he went to school the next day I kind of had to like try to take more off, but yeah, it was just really bad. So anyways, my palette has went through kind of a lot this week, and he actually kind of broke my snow a little bit more, so there really isn't much left of that, but I still kind of want to use it some this week because I really do like this palette, and I actually haven't even used all the shadows in here in the last 2 weeks. Like I haven't even touched Cocoa or Jade. I know I haven't touched the black one, but that's because I have other black shadows in Project Pan that I need to finish. So I do want to keep playing with that one a little bit as well. I just don't think I'll probably use it as much. So for lip stuff, I kind of tried not to pick a lot, but I did anyways. The Tarte product for this week is the Tarte Lip Surgeons in Dainty. This I kind of wanted to wait a little while longer on using, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. It's just kind of, I feel like, a more summery color, summery spring color. You can kind of see there, it's like a pinky coral color almost. So I feel like it's going to be really awesome for springtime and summertime. But I was like, I'll wear it this week. So there's that. I also found this. This was missing for most of the entire month, and I'm glad I found it. But it was my Fresh Sugarberry Lip Treatment. I haven't used this all month because it's been missing. So I really do want to use this a lot more this week. I was really focusing on Matte Cream Cup, but now that I kind of know I'm not going to finish that by the end of the month, I'm like, well, I might as well kind of switch it up and use something a little bit different. So that's kind of what I'm going to use this week. And then I'm still not kind of done with this lipstick. It's the Maybelline lipstick in Lust for Blush, and it's the matte one, obviously. I just really like this with a lot of the cool tone stuff I've been wearing lately. It's really, really pretty, and I always get a lot of compliments with this one. So I just want to keep wearing that a little bit more this week. This one is another lip product that I just wanted to use. It's my NYX Black Label lipstick in Hot Pink. If you've never tried the Black Label line, I don't know if they still make it anymore, but I know this particular one smells like grape candy. It smells so good. And it's kind of a typical hot pink color, but what I like about this one is it's a little more purple than some of the other NYX hot pink lipsticks that I have, because I have like 2 or 3. So this is a little bit more purple than those, so it is a little bit different. But this is something that I would kind of like to use up by the end of 2015, I think. So I do kind of want to wear this, and I think I'm going to wear it with Ecstasy just because I thought that would be kind of a pretty combo. So I want to wear that this week. And then lastly, this is my Tarte gloss in New York Minute. It's kind of a cool toned purple, but I was like, this is really pretty on its own, but I kind of wanted to mix it with something. So I do have Cream Cup in here to kind of put on first, and then put this on top. And then I lied, there is one more lip product. If I have time, I want to use MAC syrup because I definitely want to finish up this year, and I know I can, but it's what I have on today. I just need to work on it. So if I can and if I remember, I need to use this. Next, I guess, is fragrances. So I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break because I did happen to finish 2 of my Bath & Body Works fragrances this month, and I don't think there's any, like Velvet Sugar is pretty low, but I'm definitely not going to finish it before the end of the month, and I'm going to wear this a lot more next month. So I kind of thought, well, this would be a good week to try some things that I got for Christmas and use some stuff that I haven't got to use for a while. So this came out of my birth box. It's my Catherine Malandrino. I don't know, I'm really horrible with pronunciation. This is okay. It's not something I'm going to run out and buy, and it's just obviously a little one, so I think this will only last me like 1 or 2 days. But I do kind of like it. It's just, it's not something I think I would buy. I don't know. It wouldn't be my first choice, I guess. But anyways, I do want to use that up this week. Otherwise, for fragrances, I haven't even got to use this at all yet. It's my Bath & Body Works spray in Be Enchanted. I got this on clearance, so I'm assuming Bath & Body Works is discontinuing this one, but I really like it. I remember I sprayed it in the store and really liked it, so I am going to use that this week. And then this one I'm also going to use. It's Cashmere Glow. I haven't got to do the haven't got to spray this yet, but I've been using the body cream because, little secret, there are some Project Pan items that are changing. I took 2 out and I'm putting 2 in, and one of them that I'm going to be putting in is the Cashmere Glow body cream because I got 2 of those for Christmas, so I'm like, I really don't need to. I'm going to put one in Project Pan to try to finish it up. So I'm going to be using this week as well, kind of layered with the body cream. And that, I just haven't used this fragrance mist at all, so I do want to use that. Otherwise, I do have Velvet Sugar if I feel like using it, but I think with these 3 I'll be okay. I probably won't use Velvet Sugar a lot. For nail polish, I never got around to painting my nails this week. It's just been, like I said, really tiresome, really stressful, a lot of stuff just going on. So I'm going to keep it the same. It's this Gwen Stefani polish. It's a satin finish. It's 4 in the morning. It's one of those ones that you like don't need a top coat for. It almost has like a matte satiny finish just on its own when it dries, so I'm going to use that. And I'm thinking about doing like an accent nail with it. This is also a Gwen Stefani one, and it's a glitter polish in true Stefani fashion. So I was kind of thinking about doing this all over my nails, and then like maybe on my ring finger doing a coat of this on top of this. I don't know, it's just kind of what I was thinking. But I guess that is it. I'm super excited though because my Project Pan update for January, but it'll be on up February 1st, or probably might even post it January 31st. I don't know. End of the month, beginning of next month. I'm really excited for you guys to see that because there's a lot of good progress. There are a couple changes, like I said. I'm really going to try not to make any more changes though. But there were 2 products that I took out because there were 2 hair products that my cousin really, really loves, and I'm like, why am I sitting here trying to use up products that I don't like, that she loves, and would get so much more use out of than me? So I actually took them out of my Project Pan to give them to her, and then I put a couple things in that I think are going to be just as equally hard to use up, if not a little bit harder. So anyways, I will see you guys next time. Bye.